Welcome to the tour of the lifts and the escalators in Cheltenham High Street. Now, as you know, Cheltenham High Street is actually outside, apart from having the Regent Arcade shopping centre. Now, as you probably know, Cheltenham is a spa town beside Bath and Leamington, and is also one of the most popular locations to be. And it is also one of my favourite locations to be in Gloucestershire. The first store we visit is Primark. Now, as you know, Primark is a big name on the high street and is seen in a variety of towns, but unfortunately I couldn't get into Primark as I didn't have enough time. And the Primark here has ThyssenKrupp escalators and of course a ThyssenKrupp lift. And I assume that this Primark used to be Littlewoods. Now into Boots, which used to have a set of Schindler MRLs which have been modernised by Temple Generics. Of course, there's small escalators in the store made by O&K, and I didn't mean to say film the other lifts, I meant to say film the other escalators, which are the shorter ones, because I couldn't be bothered to film the main escalators. Alright, these are the lifts at Boots in Cheltenham, and these used to be Schindler's and modernised by Generic. It's going to be this one. Let's go in. Got a 2. Oh, got a 1. U1. It was modernised by Temple lift, capacity 16 persons, 1250 kilograms. We are L1, it's going to be these doors. Oh, it's these doors. Go to U1. It's really weird with the floor numbering upper one. I think second floor staff only here at U1. Go back down to lower ground. Quite fast, and this generic lift. I ain't going to film the main escalators here, but I will film the other lifts here. Well, the... And here are LG, and that's it. Anyway, here are the short escalators of Boots in Cheltenham. These are O&Ks. And the slide only go less than a metre. There's the main escalators. Let's go down. Now into WH Smith, and first to the lift, which used to be an Evans and is now modernised by Otis Generic, and then after that the O&K escalator. Alright, this is the lift at WH Smith's in Cheltenham, call it. Here, good one.
Lift going up. Doors closing.
This is an Otis lift, capacity 26 persons on 2,000 kilograms. This used to be an Evans lift, but the panel got modernised. We got first floor.
Doors opening.
Go down to ground.
Lift going down. Doors closing. First floor.
We are gonna go down to ground.
Ground main exit floor.
We are ground main exit floor. And we'll then do the escalator.
Doors opening.
So okay. Doing the escalator. There it is. Okay, it's alright. Next into M&S. Now, as you know, M&S has 2 lifts. There used to be both cone, but only one cone has survived because the other cone lift had been modernised by Otis Generic. And also next to these lifts are the Fission escalators. First to the lifts. Alright, here we are in the lifts at M&S in Cheltenham. Let's go to one. We're starting with this one, which is the cone lift, and this one is capacity 2,000 kilograms, 26 persons. This one does have a rear door, but doesn't open into the food hall. There. Here we are, first floor. Go back down to ground and change elevators. Look through the windows. Now we go down to ground and changing elevators. We got ground. Change elevators. Anyway, here's the other lift. Here it is. Let's get them out first. This one opens into the food, and this one was modernised by Otis. Got a one. Capacity 2,000 kilograms. Got a one. Bit jolty. Try again. Try again. Capacity 2,000 kilograms. 26 persons. It's a bit jolty, just. Fit the doors. We're flying up. We remove the windows. Here we are. One. We got one. Go down to ground. Let's go down to ground.
Doors closing.
Oh, doors closing. So, yeah, here we go. Last by Otis.
Ground floor.
We got ground. And that's it. Alright, here are the escalators at M&S Marks and Spencers in Cheltenham, and these are Fraser's. Here's the store. It's very traditional inside, a bit of a like an older version of Marks and Spencers. Nice air conditioning. Let's go back now. As you know, most Marks and Spencer stores M&S have been refurbished. However, this one has hardly been touched. This is very nice. Here on ground. You can see this is an older store. And that's it. Next into H&M. Now, as you know, I didn't bother to film the escalators in H&M, but I did film the lift, which is a Kone Eco Disc. Well, this is the lift at H&M in Cheltenham. Here it is. Got to 2. Capacity 13 persons, 1,000 kilograms. Year built 2013. Second floor, go back down to ground.
Going down. Doors closed. Floor 0.
We got floor 0.
Doors open.
And that's it. I didn't bother to film the lift in River Island as it was just a dull, cheap, generic lift. The same went with the lift in Next. And now into John Lewis and Partners, which has Kone Eco Disc lifts, well, Kone Monospaces, and Kone escalators. Let's go to 4.
Doors closing.
Right, these are the lifts at the John Lewis department store.
Well, John Lewis and Partners in Cheltenham. These are Cheltenham Honor spaces, capacity 21 persons, 1600 kilograms, year modernised in 2018.
Fourth floor.
Fourth floor. Let's go to 3.
Going down. Doors closing.
And go to 2.
Third floor.
Third floor.
Doors opening. Going down. Doors closing.
This is actually the same floor numbering as the former Devons in Bristol. We're down to the second floor.
Second floor. Doors opening. Going down. Doors closing. First floor. Doors opening.
Yeah, first floor.
Going down. Doors closing.
Oh. What the hell?
Ground
And here we are, ground.
doors opening.
And that's it. Alright, here are the escalators at the John Lewis and Partners department store in Cheltenham. Oh. There's a cone. This used to be Beechwood. Used to have an Evans glass lift, and that part there used to be Debenhams. As you probably know, Debenhams have ceased trading altogether now. And now, go.
And now into New Look, which used to be known as Woolworths. And Woolworths used to have an old Evans lift and I assume an old O&K escalator. But when New Look took over, they modernised the lift into a cone eco disc and also the escalator to a cone. But I'm not sure if the escalator was modernised. It might be original.
Alright, this is the lift at New Look in Cheltenham. Let's go to 1. Capacity 13 persons or 1,000 kilograms. Year modernised 2010. This used to be an Evans lift when the store was Woolworths and modernised to Cheltenham Eco Disc when it changed to New Look. You got first floor. You got first floor. You're creeping. Go down to ground. We've got coat hangers inside the lift. Aye. And the control panels a bit broken on the ground. Got ground. Let's get out. And that's it. This is the escalator at New Look in Cheltenham. And this is a cone. And I'm not sure if this escalator was original when the store was Woolworths, unless it was actually replaced. And if it was Woolworths, it might have been an O&K. Now there's only half escalators, so coming out the top, cone, and that's it.
And now into the Regent Arcade to ride the Kone Eco Discs to the car park, the Schindler Escalators and the Schindler Escalator up to TK Maxx, plus an urban exploring of the outside of the former BHS.
3.
Doors closed.
Alright, these are the lifts at the Regent Arcade in Cheltenham. These used to be Schindler's and modernised by Kone Eco Disc, capacity 21 persons, 1600 kilograms, year modernised 2008. Got third floor.
Doors open.
There used to be a glass lift here.
Going down.
To the second floor.
Doors closed.
Go probably go back up to 3.
Second floor.
Go to 3 again. Up.
Doors open. Going up. Doors closing.
Go to
Third floor.
2, 1, 2.
Doors open. Going down. Second floor. Doors open. Doors closing. First floor.
Something more.
Doors open. Going down.
Here, I'll go.
Ground floor. Doors open.
That's it. Right, here are the escalators of the Region Arcade in Cheltenham. These are Schindler's. Of course, if you forgot to remember, there used to be a glass lift in this centre many years ago. It was a glass 90 Schindler and went all the way to the 4th floor, but however the glass lift was removed when the shopping centre got refurbished. And the glass lift was right here, just right in that spot there, facing the clock. So anyway, let's go down. Schindler. Okay, right here, it used to be the old British Home Stores, BHS, and it had an old Schindler M-Series lift at the back of the store, but sadly BHS here closed, along with all the others nationwide in 2016, so this was where British Home Stores BHS used to be. Right, this is the escalator into TK Maxx in Cheltenham, and this is single file. This is the single file Schindler. Right, here we are approaching TK Maxx on the upper floor, which was just right above the former British Home Stores.
And now into House of Fraser, best to be known as Cavendish House. And House of Fraser here has an Otis lift, which is a normal lift, 2 abandoned old Otis lifts, and a Phoenix platform lift, plus some nice old Otis escalators. First to the platform lift.
Right, this is the platform lift. Right, here we are at the platform lift at House of Fraser, Cavendish House in Cheltenham. Here it is. Manual door. We're only going to go to ground in S1.
Lift going down.
This is the Phoenix. Capacity 400 kilograms.
Lift going down.
It is going down. And here we are, ground. And that's it. Alright then, here is the abandoned old Otis lift in the store. As you can see, the controls are still here. And this lift has now been decommissioned for some time. As you can see, here's the old panel. And there's actually 2 of these now been decommissioned altogether. So there's the inside of the old Otis elevator. And as you know, the new lift is just on the opposite side. Alright then, here is the lift at Cavendish House, House of Fraser in Cheltenham. Let's call it. We're going to go up first. This is an Otis with Otis 2000 Gen 2 buttons, but this is just a standard Otis lift. It's coming down. This is the store we're in. Here it is. Let's go up to 2.
Going up. Doors closing.
Capacity 2,000 kilograms, 26 persons. Year built or modernised 2005.
Second floor.
Second floor, go down to the basement.
Doors opening.
This is the second floor.
Going down. Doors closing.
Going down to the basement. There was actually another basement in this store, but there isn't anymore. And that was accessed by the other old Otis lift that's been decommissioned and removed. Forgotten. Going down. Isn't the key switch there?
Basement.
Here out the basement, go to ground and go back up to 1.
Going up. Doors closing.
Nice Otis panel here in the store.
Ground floor.
We're on ground floor, let's go back to
Doors
1.
opening. Going up. Doors closing.
Okay, here we are at 1. Okay.
First floor.
Back at 1, first floor.
Doors opening.
And that's it. Right then, here is the other abandoned car Otis lift. As you know, this is also now gone. So this was where the old Otis lift used to be. Alright then, here is the escalators at the Cavendish House of Fraser department store in Cheltenham. And these are nice old Otises. Don't want to get this. Your escalator. Very nice old escalator. Here at the top. And that's it.
So now going opposite Cavendish House, House of Fraser to Waterstones, and to ride the cone escalators, and even the old Schindler lift, which has been modernised by Aurora Generic.
Right, here are the escalators at Waterstones in Cheltenham, and these are how. Start with the one that goes between ground and first floor. And move on to the one to the second floor. Anyway, here we are. Going to the second floor escalator. Right, here's the second floor escalator. Single file. That's off. Now we'll head for the lift. Alright, this is the lift at Waterstones in Cheltenham. This used to be an old Schindler. And it got modernised by Aurora Generic lift. Here it is. It's got that same bell as the Rubex lift at the Mandan Centre, Wolverhampton. Just put the fan on, go down to ground. Capacity 13 persons, 1,000 kilograms. It's good to put the fan on Nice cool air, especially on a hot day like today. There's the wasp. Here we are approaching the ground. Small lift. And that's it.
Slater Menswear does have a lift, and it is a Morris Vermaport, but unfortunately I did not have enough time to go into Slater Menswear. So anyway guys, that brings to the end of the video.